Who is a smart person? It's a very broad concept, but it's important to remember that it's not just about chess players, erudites, scientists, engineers, and other stereotypical intellectuals. Intellectual skills are cognitive skills that enable a person to analyze information, solve problems, make decisions, learn, and apply knowledge in various areas of life. It's the ability to use all the accumulated experience of one's intellectual activities. Intellectual skills include two components: productive, the ability to identify connections and relationships, draw conclusions not directly presented in each situation, and reproductive, the ability to use experience and acquired information. Yes, not everyone is equal. Some people have higher intellectual abilities by nature. But since each of us makes numerous decisions every day, honing intellectual skills is the surest way to improve the quality of these decisions, and ultimately, to improve the quality of life and personal development. The human mind is comparable to muscles. It needs regular exercise to stay in shape. The human brain is capable of learning throughout life. It is remarkably neuroplastic and can change and reconfigure the nervous system in response to the diversity of the environment. It's important to note that the brain does not lose these abilities with age. Research by neurobiologists at the University of Cambridge has shown that people over the age of 60 can improve their cognitive abilities through brain training. But what exactly needs to be developed? Attention, memory, creativity, logic? The answer is trivial, but the only correct one. It's desirable to develop everything. Why isn't there a definite answer? Because we still don't fully understand how our brain works, how our psyche is structured, and no system of intellect development is dogmatic. So what matters more is not the question what, but how. There are two approaches. The first is when the development of intellectual skills is not a special subject of learning. Their formation occurs only in the process of acquiring knowledge, in solving tasks where they take their place as means and are therefore not consciously realized. As a result, the process of forming intellectual skills is stretched out. But even where thinking techniques are formed, they usually remain insufficiently conscious, insufficiently generalized, and as a result, limited in their application by the particular conditions in which they were acquired. The second is the development of intellectual skills as a subject of special learning. Managing the process of forming cognitive approaches contributes to their qualitative assimilation in a short time. In addition, these approaches are of a general rather than a specific nature. The first path is what we usually do. We learn something, and at the same time, what is called intellectual skills is formed. The second path of purposeful development is more interesting. But how to do it? If we recall that there is still no clear understanding of the content and interrelation of intellectual skills, perhaps the best way would be to choose the path of development and self-improvement that you like the most in form, content, and convenience. There is no perfect way. Just choose the one that suits you best, and be sure to develop regularly, systematically, always.